Hi, everybody. It's Friday. It's August the 3rd, and it is so hot. And I'm going to record this before, before I start melting away again, just like you are. We're all having the same issue right now. I want to talk to you about the workshops. I want to talk to you about the workshops because I'm bringing the workshops back, but I'm bringing them back in a different way. And that is subsequent to 2 years of trying to bring them in various ways, really, to various levels, with various levels of success, and learning a lot. I mean, I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from the ways that I've tried to bring them. And I want to kind of share this with you because I am getting ready to roll them out in a very serious way again. And I want to bring my thinking to you really quickly, okay? One of the things you may or may not know if you've been watching what I've been doing lately is I'm sort of trying to come to terms with not just me within the alternative or truther community, but the nature of the truther community itself right now, or the alternative community. So, today I'm going to play a little game. I'm going to play a little game so that we can kind of get an idea of the segment of the alternative community that I feel like I'm talking to with this. And the game revolves around the idea of trying to figure out how big the truther movement or the alternative community is, okay? I'm trying to answer that question. It's really impossible, obviously, because the definition of the alternative community is wide, it's vast. But what I decided to do today was look at a couple of bellwethers, I looked at Alex Jones' channel on YouTube. He's got 2.5 million subscribers. I looked at David Icke's channel. He's got 500,000, okay? And I guess it's safe. I thought it would be safe to assume that there are about 1 million people out there who consider themselves to be awake and somewhere on the road to the truth. I think that's reasonable. All the people I've talked to in this business who are seriously active say basically the same thing. There's a path, okay? There's a path. The only question is, where does it start from you? Does it start for you? Does it start from chemtrails? Does it start from 9/11? Does it start from the moon landing, the Kennedy assassination? Okay. There had been, I think, perhaps a sifting of this group. Okay, the first sifting of this group is who amongst this sort of imaginary million asks the question, why? Okay, they find their way through the journey to the bottom of this being dumbfounded, to the bottom of this shock that's the social engineering of the 20th century. Usually I give a lecture about that the night before a workshop, but this will do. It's important, I think. Then I think we saw another separation when people who wanted to try to figure out what to do about it, that is put some action into place, start putting their energy into that. I'm going to use that 95-5% paradigm that we see everywhere, that our adversaries love to apply to this figure of separation. So let's play with that for the sake of understanding right now, okay? Not because I think I have some magic count, but for the sake of understanding. So 5% of 1 million is 50,000, not so many. I think of that 50,000, and then I realize, based on some of my experiences over the last several years, that probably 10%, or about 5,000 people, are willing to try to overcome their programming from conception onward to not act in order to free themselves. I'm trying to make sure. It looks to me like the camera's been turned off, and I don't know why. Isn't that interesting? I'm not going to start over. I'm going to keep going. I didn't turn the camera off, gang. Okay? Huh. Okay. Anyway, so let's say 5,000 people are willing to try to overcome that programming. I guess that's who I'm talking to right now. I'm talking to every single one of you right now. At least that's my intent. I'm not suggesting that this group could not grow to the full million or anything like that. I'm suggesting that this is how deep and finessed the programming really is. And I'm trying to demonstrate that by using some reasonable figures. When I tell you, I can show you how to regain control of your mind, which I've been telling you for a long time now. What is your first instinctual reaction? Listen to yourself right now. Is it, hell yeah, let's go for it? Or is there some sort of niggling, unnameable, gnawing uneasiness in your gut? Well, guess where that comes from? It's planted in there to stop you from thinking about the fact that the cell door is actually wide open. All you have to do is walk through it. Okay. So if you're watching this message, that's an act of will. It isn't the act of will, which is the initial decision to say yes, but it's strong and it's powerful, and I honor that. I honor that. Believe me, believe me. Let's ask the question why, though. Again, why do you want to regain control of your mind? You probably already know the answer to this, right? My view is that we as humans hold the key to everything. We're so rare and we're so gifted. We're the only beings who can access the morphogenic field via our imaginations in order to manifest in this plane, the material plane. We have a collective adversary who, if they cannot manifest themselves, and they can't, then they want to figure out how to use us to do it for them. And barring that, if they can't figure that out, they want to completely immobilize us, which is basically what's happened. We are actually so powerful that it has taken every resource of every kind leveled at us relentlessly and full blast for a long time to shut us down. And even then, we keep leaking out of our boxes, don't we? A couple of years ago, I decided that teaching this workshop was something I would spend the rest of my life doing. It's that important. And I've done this online with small groups. I've traveled far and wide and had day-long on-site workshops. I have learned and learned and learned, and I've learned from the material itself and from the people sitting in front of me. It's so important to get people sitting in front of you. It's been a huge evolution. There's a collection of 6 exercises so powerful that you can, in pretty short order, regain control of your own thinking from the chaos coming at you from the outside and from the things on the inside you don't even know are there. If I had to choose one thing to do, one way to contribute, this would be it. It's like that question, what's the one thing you'd save in a fire? It's like that. So what did I learn? Private lessons, okay? Private lessons, seriously interested people. I also learned that I'd rather put all 6 exercises out there or over a short period of time than bring the first exercise and have everyone sort of staggered in their evolution. From a teaching perspective, that's not practical, which means inevitably you get less from me than I insist that you have. As far as I can make out, nobody else is teaching this. I have some people who've taken the concept and changed it ever so slightly and tried to make it their own guru food. But honestly, if you haven't been through this initiation that goes along with this, you ain't going to get it. And it will be taken away from you. It will fall flat on the floor because it hasn't come to you honestly. Okay, so what's the objective? Take your mind back. What's the outcome? Freedom. That's good enough, right? But there are bonuses I didn't even expect. For example, people have reported opening up material senses that have been dormant, and there have been healing properties reported. This stuff is powerful. The road I'm putting you on now is a better, stronger path. Tell that niggling uneasiness in your gut, there is no punishment for freeing yourself. So here's what it is for 2019 and beyond. Register for 3 2-hour sessions. A week or 2 apart is good, but we can be flexible because life happens. This is done between you and me on Zoom, my Zoom. Follow-up sessions are unlimited, and for me, they start to have the scent of a masterclass kind of thing, but remember, this road leads to sovereignty, not dependency. There are no gurus here, no wannabe cult leaders. I'm just going to give you the tools to get free. The one thing you have to do right now, though, is activate that first small act of will and sign up. The whole course is 250 pounds. You can reach me on Facebook or at worldlectures@aol.com. World Lectures is one word, small letters. Just do it. Anyway, I'll put some reviews I have in the comment section. Friends, The door is wide open. The restraints are an illusion. They don't exist. They're using your own power and magic to make you convince yourself that they're real. Let's fix that together. Right? All right, so bye for now.